Opening, the arrogance of the invaders. They came not as whispers in the void, but as a storm of steel and plasma, blotting out the night skies of Earth's outer colonies. The Vathar Dominion, an empire forged on centuries of conquest, descended upon humanity's outpost at Proxima Station with the confidence of predators who had never known failure. To them, Earth was an infant civilization, loud, curious, technologically unruly but fragile, lacking the centuries of galactic war that hardened true powers. Proxima's orbital rings burned first, split apart like paper under their lances of energy. Thousands of human civilians screamed through the comms before silence claimed them. The Vathar broadcast the execution of the human envoy, dragged before a tribunal of scaled warriors, mocked for pleading diplomacy, and vaporized mid-sentence. The galaxy watched, the Dominion laughed. To them it was a lesson. Humanity would bend, break, and vanish, as so many others had. Celebration of arrogance. For 40 years the Vathar had studied Earth in secret. They mocked human art as primitive, their history as violent chaos, their biology as too fragile for the stars. They called humans short-lived flames, bright for a heartbeat, extinguished with ease. So after the Proxima slaughter they celebrated. Entire fleets hailed their overlords. Another world taken, their generals boasted, and Earth will not dare rise. At the galactic forums, rival empires smirked. Surely humans would bow to the inevitable. Peace-loving, naive, too concerned with trade and exploration. Perhaps they would beg for mercy. The Dominion even broadcasted a timetable. Earth would be conquered in 7 days. What none of them understood was that they had already set the clock ticking toward their own doom. The silence before the storm. Humanity did not reply. No fiery transmissions, no desperate cries for peace, no threats across the channels. Just silence. For the Dominion, that silence was proof of victory. For humanity, it was the measured breath before unsheathing the blade. In bunkers buried beneath Earth's crust, orders were whispered in calm voices. In darkened space yards across Luna, Mars, and Titan, lights flickered alive as ships once mothballed stirred. Data streams lit up the void with encrypted commands. Fleets recalled, weapons primed, black projects awakened. The galaxy mistook humanity's quiet for fear. They did not recognize it for what it was: preparation. The first day, the mobilization. When the first human dreadnoughts emerged from Jupiter's shadow, they came cloaked in silence. Enormous hulls, kilometers long, carved from alloys no Dominion engineer had ever seen. They carried names etched in ancient tongues: Leviathan, Ragnarok, Morningstar. The Dominion laughed at first. A handful of warships against their swarming armadas. Futile. But when Earth's fleet opened fire, their laughter choked into disbelief. Railguns thundered. Projectiles accelerated to fractional light speed, shredded Dominion cruisers like glass struck by meteors. No plasma shields held. No evasive maneuvers mattered. Entire squadrons of the invaders vanished in incandescent bursts. Then came the carriers, launching swarms of autonomous drones, each one a blade of metal and fire. They tore through the Dominion's formations with terrifying precision, AI-guided, ruthless, relentless. By the end of the first day, the Dominion had lost 3 fleets. Their commanders still boasted it was a temporary setback. They did not yet understand Earth's doctrine: total war, total silence, total annihilation. The second day, fire across the stars. Humanity's retaliation accelerated. Mars, shipyards unleashed their hidden legions, orbital fortresses, hunter-killer subsystems, squadrons of gunships riding gravitic slingshots. Titan's black labs revealed weapons whispered about in myths: fold-lance cannons that cracked reality itself, turning Dominion capital ships into dust clouds within seconds. But it was not just humanity's technology. It was their fury. Soldiers who once tilled soil, coded software, or studied medicine now donned exosuits and stormed Dominion-controlled stations. They fought like storms given flesh, adaptable, ruthless, unrelenting. One Dominion commander, moments before his execution, muttered in disbelief. They fight as though war is their oldest religion. By the close of the second day, the timetable of conquest was shattered. Instead of 7 days to enslave Earth, it was 2 days for Earth to carve the Dominion into fragments. Climax, retribution unleashed. And then humanity unleashed what the galaxy feared most, their hidden reserves. The orbital gates around Earth, once thought to be defensive, opened like titanic jaws. From them poured fleets so vast they blotted out stars. Carriers, dreadnoughts, and ships older than the Dominion itself, all rising at once. The skies above Dominion worlds darkened as human armadas descended. Cities burned not with cruelty but with surgical precision. Military foundries were flattened, command hubs obliterated, shipyards turned to molten glass. The Dominion's empire cracked in hours. The galaxy watched in horror as Earth answered violence not with negotiation, not with measured strikes, but with annihilation. Entire Dominion fleets begged for surrender. Few were granted it. Broadcasts carried the final human transmission across every channel. You wish to see if Earth could bleed. You will never forget how we make others burn. Aftermath, the silence of fear. When the 48th hour ended, the Dominion no longer existed as a coherent force. Their once proud fleets drifted as graveyards in the void. Their leaders silenced, their empires broken, their arrogance erased. Across the galaxy, whispers spread like wildfire. Do not provoke Earth. In the ruins of Dominion space, survivors told hushed tales of what they had seen. Human ships moving like storms, human weapons tearing reality apart, human eyes filled with a vengeance that no empire could contain. The galaxy finally understood. Humanity's patience was vast, their silence deceptive. But their vengeance, once awakened, was infinite. Closing words, the lesson written in fire. Thus was written the shortest invasion in galactic history. Not 7 days, not 5, 2. How to lose an invasion in 48 hours, Earth's way. It was not merely a story of retaliation. It was a warning etched into the stars, a warning the galaxy would whisper forever. Never provoke Earth again.